Welcome everybody. It is the week of Monday, October 26th. My name is Rebecca with the Arizona Builders Exchange. And our weekly videos, we're trying to bring you some project updates, some business opportunities for Arizona design and construction firms. So let's see what we have going on this week. Kristen Amato, our senior market researcher, can you tell us about some of the active procurements you found in the past few days?
Yes, definitely. First on my list today is with the town of Gilbert. They are requesting RFQs for architecture and engineering services for the Ocotillo Road, 148th Street to Greenfield Road project. This project will construct Ocotillo Road to minor arterial standards, including 4 lanes and a striped center left turn lane, bike lane, sidewalks, street lights, reclaimed water line, as well as relocation of 69 kilovolt power lines. There is a virtual pre-submittal meeting for this solicitation scheduled for early November, and then those RFQs are going to be due in mid-November. This project has an estimated construction valuation of $14.7 million. Next up is with ADOT. They are requesting IFBs for a bridge replacement for the eastbound-westbound West Flagstaff TI overpass along the I-40. So this is actually a rebid. The project was originally bid last year around the same time, but all bids were rejected because the low bid exceeded the engineer's estimate by about $1.5 million. So second try at this one. This project will replace the existing 3-span concrete T-girder bridges in both the eastbound and westbound directions with new single-span precast pre-stressed box beam bridges. The project has an estimated construction valuation of $9.8 million. There's not a pre-bid meeting scheduled for this one, but those IFBs are due in mid-December. And then the last one on my list for today is with Deer Valley Unified School District. They have an RFQ out right now for CMAR services for elementary school number 32. So this project will construct a new 98,260 square foot elementary school, which will include 6 classroom buildings centered around a courtyard in the Stetson Valley neighborhood within Phoenix. There is a pre-submittal meeting scheduled for this week on that RFQ, and then the RFQs themselves will be due in mid-November. This project has an estimated valuation of just over $20 million, and the architect for this project is SPS Plus Architects.
Excellent, thank you. Amanda, you're our other public side researcher. Can you tell us about some of the project updates you've been working on for the past few days?
Yep. So I have the Killips Elementary School replacement in the Flagstaff Unified School District. They awarded CORE the CMAR services, and their budget is $19.5 million. So that one was just awarded. And then I have the
Who got it?
Huh?
Who got it?
CORE.
Core, sorry, I missed that. Core
yeah,
construction.
Core construction.
Thank you.
Sorry. And then, sorry, I have the Ocotillo Road, Signal Butte to Ironwood Road with the town of Queen Creek. Their budget is $18.3 million. They are preparing to advertise for the project in the first week or 2 of November. So it's coming up soon. And then I have the police storage facility. That's a $5.7 million, and that's in the city of Yuma. So they were originally going to be a CMAR, but they converted to low bid. Design has just begun, and they plan to bid in early June of 2021.
Perfect. Thank you very much. All right, Roger, you're taking both hats today, new projects and project updates on the private side. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. And the first project we're talking about today is project ID 3120, Uptown Commons. What can you tell me about this project?
So this project went to the Planning and Zoning Commission on October 21st. It is not scheduled for a city council date yet. We might see it go between November and December probably. It's a 252 unit multifamily community on North Arizona Avenue in Chandler. It is Meyer Development is the developer, and they confirm that they're going to be self-performing construction on this project. CCBG is the architect and design firm, and then Studio Sprawl is the landscape architect. So depending on when this goes through the city, we'll probably see construction start sometime around mid-2021. And It's valued at $30 to $35 million, and it's going to be 302,000 square feet at full build out.
Perfect. Thank you for that. Looks like you've got some really good city reports here, municipal documents, and it looks like it's going at the corner of Elliott and Arizona Avenue over in the Southeast Valley.
Yeah.
Perfect. All right, we're going to move on. ID 3119. Alta Chandler at the park.
Yeah, this is Alta Chandler at the park. It's pretty similar actually to the other project I just talked about. This is going to be a little bit bigger. It's a 293 unit multifamily community on a smaller lot. It's only 6.5 acres. We have it valued a little bit more, between 35 to 42 million. It's on Chandler Boulevard. And this is going to be a Wood Partners project. So they confirmed that they're going to be using their WP West Builders, their own company, as a general contractor. Built Form Architecture is the architect, and then Wood Patel and Associates is the civil engineer. This one just got approved at the 1021 Planning and Zoning Commission too, but this one is confirmed to go through City Council next month. So we'll probably have a better timeline after that goes through, but right now all we got is the contacts on this. And this one's going to be 275,000 square feet.
Excellent. Thank you. Do you have any private project updates for us today as well?
Yeah, so we got a big project moving through the city of Scottsdale, actually, the Scottsdale Collection. This is a Stockdale Capital Partners project. It's a 3-phase, they have it valued at $400 million at full build out possibly. It's moving through the city right now, so it just went to the Design Review Board on October 15th. It's scheduled for Planning Commission and City Council. It's going to go to the Planning Commission on October 28th, and then City Council on December 12th. Nelsen Partners is doing the master planning services, and there's no GC announced yet. It's still in entitlements. There's probably going to be several GCs for the different portions, but it's going to consist of 2 hotels that are each going to be their own phase, and then the Scottsdale Civic Center is going to be the 3rd phase, I believe. And we do know, though, that Stockdale told us RSP Architects is going to be the one working on the, there's no name for it yet, but they're calling it the Maya Hotel. And that's going to be RSP Architects designing that one. But that's all we got on the project right now. I mean, this is going to be a really big project. There's also like horizontal work that's going to happen in the entertainment district. They're talking about like making it walk-only zones. So it should be a pretty good project, and definitely going to catch a lot of attention when it's moving through.
I would say transformative for the city, for downtown Scottsdale. Very cool.
Yeah.
Excellent.
And then the next one I got is, it's also a Stockdale project. It's actually right next to the Scottsdale Collection master plan. It's the Marquee. It's a 9-story, 271,000 office building. It's going to have retail on the bottom floor. So it's going to be one of those mixed use with just retail on the bottom floor. And it's also going to have a 7-story parking garage. We have it valued between 50 to 100 million. The architect Smith Group, Katerra is the GC. They've actually had these parties selected for almost a year now. And this was supposed to be built this year. It was supposed to start construction in June, and all the COVID madness sort of threw this office project all out of plans. So I talked to them when I was talking about the collection, and they said that the timeline for this is to be determined. They're basically considering this one on hold, but we may see it moved out forward when construction starts on the collection, since it's right there too.
Perfect.
And then the last project I got is the Hubbart Street Group Tower in Phoenix. This is a 25-story, 285-foot, 309-unit residential tower with bottom floor retail. We have it valued at 75 to 87 million. The project is currently in design. The developers are actually True North Studio and Hubbart Street Group. They're working with Shepley Bulfinch as the architect, and Katerra is going to be the GC on this one too. We talked to Hubbart Street Group last week, and they told us construction will start in Q2 of 2021, and it'll take a year to build this. But the project actually hasn't gone through the city still, so it's one of those weird ones where design is basically complete, but they have to still send the plans to the city. So they told us that the plans will go through the city by the end of the year. So once we get those through, we might see more information come out about this.
Okay, excellent. Thank you all so much for those updates. If you have questions, or if you want more information on any of the project leads that we talked about today, or any of the BEX services we provide, you can find our contact information on our websites at asbex.com or data-bex.com. Thanks so much. We'll see you next week.